Hi everyone, I'm working on an end-to-end lineage setup for the operational plane using open source tools. In this video, you'll find an integration between Flink 2.0 and DataHub using OpenLineage that results in you being able to see the lineage graph of the jobs you are running in Flink. All code is available on GitHub. The setup that we'll collect lineage from is Kafka and Flink 2.0. The test scenario is sending a single Kafka message through our REST proxy to the Kafka cluster, and then creating a Flink SQL job that will consume from the topic we published to, and then modify it slightly, and then send the message to a destination topic. In order to visualize it, DataHub needs to be aware of your topics. So you will need to define a Kafka data source in DataHub. And once you define your Kafka cluster, DataHub will pull the metadata about your topics, and then you'll be able to visualize this or browse it in the catalog. Once DataHub is aware of the Kafka topics, we still need to set up Flink so that it publishes the lineage events. And this is done by, first of all, mounting the OpenLineage Flink jar onto the container so that the classes are on the class path, and then configuring Flink to use the provided OpenLineage job status change listener factory, right? So this is an interface in Flink that OpenLineage implements and then can now use to do whatever it needs to do. And the behavior of the OpenLineage integration is defined in the OpenLineage configuration. Here we are using HTTP as transport, but OpenLineage supports Kafka as well. However, DataHub only is able to consume events through an HTTP endpoint. To make my life easier, because this is transported over HTTP, I have set up a request logger proxy. This is an engine proxy that logs the HTTP requests before forwarding them to DataHub. So here I can see all of the lineage events that are published. And when I run the Flink job, here what appeared is the first lineage event that tells DataHub that this is a new job that's considering from this topic and from publishing to another. And these events will be consumed by DataHub, and through this, DataHub will be able to transform this into its internal data model that it uses to visualize lineage. And this is how it looks like. The Flink job is registered as a task. You can see on the graph that it has lineage, input lineage from the input topic, output to the output topic. The graph is here. This graph could be huge, of course. I've made this as an extremely minimalistic example that is the minimal amount of code that you can do to actually see what you see right now. So this task exists in the context of a pipeline. There are two objects created in DataHub. There is a pipeline and there's a task. And the task has lineage. You can navigate it, and apart from this, if you open a topic, you can see the topic schema as well. I'm not using schema registry for the sake of simplicity, but I can still see the structure of the messages in both the input topic and the output topic. So we have the lineage graph now. It works, but it was quite a journey to get there. I knew that I wanted to use OpenLineage, and this is what I'll be using from now on. With the recent announcement of Debezium supporting OpenLineage, this is they've established themselves as the standard right now. But I had some challenges in integrating OpenLineage Flink with DataHub. I found a bug, I fixed the bug, and used the custom jar in my repository. But the pull request is merged to main now, so it will be available in the next release of OpenLineage. The next challenge were the data catalogs. There are 3 data catalogs that support OpenLineage and have significant enough presence to be considered. It's DataHub, it's OpenMetadata, and Marquez. Marquez is a reference implementation and I think has the least adoption among these 3. And also this is a reference implementation, so there are demos of it already. At first I've chosen DataHub, but it was a very painful decision. It works, and I got it to work eventually, but I did discover a bug on the way. I've reported it, and you can find a link in the description if you want to show support just by giving a thumbs up. So maybe they pay more attention to it. Yeah, but DataHub I'm really not a fan of. I made it work, but this is a heavy, complicated system. I'm not a big fan of the code base. It's really hard to work with. And in general, the solution is really complex. It's very popular. It has, I think, 23,000 stars. So I'm curious how much adoption it has exactly. So clearly it brings value, but I wouldn't set up a new system with it unless this is the only option left. I tried OpenMetadata and I liked the solution a lot. It seemed much more lightweight. The UI is very intuitive and everything just seems better. Sadly, the OpenLineage integration, it only works for batch jobs. It doesn't work for streaming jobs because all of the events except for the completed Lineage event are ignored. So I opened a feature request and I hope anyone gets inspired and implements it. It should be rather small because the connector is already there. You just need to consume the start event where Flink publishes the lineage instead of a completed event that doesn't happen in streaming. Cool, so now we have a working Flink OpenLineage DataHub integration. What's next? Next step for me is Debezium. I want to do a similar work and try out the Debezium OpenLineage integration and make it work with DataHub as well. Maybe I'll switch catalogs depending on how the situation develops. And after I have this, because previously I did also a video about Java application reporting lineage. This was not on OpenLineage, this is native DataHub lineage. But what I want to do is to do a full lineage graph of Debezium sourcing data from a relational database, Java applications modifying this data in some way, and then Flink building pipelines on top of what we have here. So this is what I'm going for, and OpenLineage will be the only lineage language, and hopefully this will be valuable and interesting. Yeah, and if you want to help, I'll paste the links of these two issues that I've discussed. First of all, the bug in DataHub. This would be best if this was addressed immediately. And then the feature request for OpenMetadata. Both are open source projects, so they need information from the ecosystem, from the environment, and this means you. What is needed or where is the demand, what's interested. And based on this, issues are prioritized, work is prioritized. So I'll paste the links. If you give the tickets a thumbs up, this will help our cause, I hope. Okay, so this is all. Thank you very much for watching, and